the gentle embrace of twilight, a gathering unfolded by the riverbank. The villagers assembled, their eyes glimmering with anticipation as Elder Wu prepared to share tales from a time long past. His voice, rich with wisdom and warmth, carried through the evening air, weaving stories of Qu Yuan, a poet whose legacy whispered across the ages. Elder Wu spoke of loyalty, a trait embodied by Qu Yuan. He was not merely a poet. He was a devoted servant of his kingdom, a man who poured his heart into verses that sang of love for his land and its people. With each word that flowed from Elder Wu's lips, Lian felt her spirit stir. Cross-legged on the soft grass, her wide eyes reflecting the flickering lanterns that danced along the river's edge. A village elder painted vivid pictures of Qu Yuan's life, his unwavering commitment to justice and truth, in times when corruption threatened to drown all hope. Lian could almost see him standing tall against the forces that sought to silence him. A story wrapped around her like an ancient tapestry, each thread interwoven with bravery and sorrow. Elder Wu delved deeper into Qu Yuan's tale. He illuminated the darker moments, the exile that shattered his heart and separated him from everything he cherished. The villagers sighed collectively at this part of the story. It echoed their own fears and losses in their lives. Lian clutched her knees tighter, feeling a connection to this noble figure who faced despair, yet remained unyielding until his final breath. Yuan's tragic end marked a turning point in Elder Wu's narrative. It was this very moment that birthed the traditions celebrated during the Dragon Boat Festival. To honor him and keep his spirit alive among them, they raced dragon boats upon these waters where he once roamed and prepared zongzi filled with sweet memories wrapped in leaves as offerings for his soul. Lian absorbed every detail about how these rituals emerged from grief transformed into celebration, an eternal bond between past and present forged by remembrance. Her heart swelled with pride knowing she would participate in honoring such an extraordinary figure. Dusk settled softly around them like a comforting blanket. Lian's mind began to wander beyond just stories told by Elder Wu. She envisioned herself racing alongside her friend Jin amidst laughter and cheers, while dragon boats carved through shimmering waters beneath starlit skies, a testament to resilience passed down through generations. A river spirit murmured within her thoughts to a mystical guardian watching over their beloved river, during festivities ensuring peace, enveloped those seeking solace in celebration, despite life's hardships. So it was under this celestial canvas that Lian found herself enraptured not just by tales, but also by dreams lingering close enough for whispers, the echoes of courage resonating within both legend and life itself intertwined like. Bending gently toward water's edge, before rising again stronger than before, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the riverside village. Lian and Jin busily prepared their dragon boat for the upcoming festival. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation as villagers moved about, gathering supplies and decorations to adorn their vessels. The rhythmic sound of laughter blended with the gentle lapping of water against the shore, creating a symphony of joy. Lian's heart raced as she tied colorful ribbons along the sides of their boat, her fingers nimble with purpose. He glanced at Jin, who was already inspecting their oars with a determined glint in his eye. That moment, they were not just friends. They were teammates on a quest to honor Qu Yuan through victory in the race. Worked side by side, Jin's enthusiasm bubbled over. His thoughts danced between strategy and dreams of glory. He envisioned each stroke in perfect harmony, imagining how they would glide across the water ahead of all other boats. Lian smiled at his fervor, but reminded herself that winning wasn't everything. It was about celebrating Qu Yuan's legacy together. Another corner of their home, May prepared for her own part in honoring tradition. He gathered glutinous rice and bamboo leaves while humming softly under her breath. Entered the kitchen to find her grandmother expertly folding zongzi into intricate shapes, each fold steeped in meaning, a reminder of nourishment, not just for bodies but for spirits. A pause to share her wisdom about zongzi's significance. Each sticky morsel wrapped lovingly represents an offering to Qu Yuan's spirit, and to sustain him in his eternal rest, while warding off evil spirits from disturbing them during this sacred time. Lian listened intently as she assisted her grandmother, feeling warmth radiate from both love and history entwined within each carefully crafted parcel. With twilight settling gently upon them like a comforting blanket, villagers began gathering near the riverbank for evening rituals led by Elder Wu. It's flickered like stars being freed from earthly bounds as people released them onto the water's surface, each light symbolizing memories shared among loved ones lost through time. They stood shoulder to shoulder along shimmering shores, reflecting golden hues beneath fading daylight. Elder Wu's voice resonated deeply throughout this intimate gathering. He spoke reverently of you and his loyalty etched forever into every heart present, and how traditions intertwine generations past with those still blooming today. The atmosphere transformed into one of introspection, as families closed their eyes momentarily, each person recalling cherished memories layered beneath sorrowful moments held close since days gone by. These quiet seconds intertwined between breaths lay resilience found within stories passed down from ancestors long departed, yet never forgotten. Home after lanterns drifted away like whispers into night skies above them, made Lian feel imbued with strength anew. This festival embraced not only heroic tales, but also bonds forged amidst trials faced together over countless seasons shared beside rippling waters flowing endlessly onward towards horizons unknown. With hearts uplifted by collective hope, illuminated brightly around them, despite any challenges looming ahead, the stage was set beautifully for tomorrow, where celebration mingled seamlessly alongside reflection, honoring both past heroes. Emerging champions amongst their spirited community embracing life on every level possible beneath starry skies waiting patiently beyond dawn's embrace yet again. In the morning light, vibrant energy enveloped the riverside village. A sun peeked over the horizon, casting golden rays that danced upon the water's surface. Villagers emerged from their homes, ready to embrace the festivities of the Dragon Boat Festival. Lian's heart raced with excitement as she joined her friends and family in preparations. Colorful banners fluttered in the breeze as laughter filled the air. Stalls adorned with fresh fruits and fragrant herbs lined the riverbank, each offering a taste of tradition. Lian could smell the sweet aroma of zongzi being steamed nearby, a reminder of her grandmother's loving hands molding rice and fillings wrapped tightly in bamboo leaves. Lian felt a sense of belonging wash over her as she moved through the crowd. He spotted Jin amid a flurry of activity, overseeing their dragon boat, their pride and joy now painted with bright colors and intricate designs that seemed to tell stories of strength and unity. He waved enthusiastically at her, his face glowing with determination. Together they climbed aboard their vessel, feeling its sturdy frame beneath them, a promise of adventure waiting to unfold on the shimmering waters. They adjusted their paddles under Jin's guidance. Lian exchanged knowing glances with him. This race was about more than just victory, it was about honoring Yuan's spirit through every stroke against adversity. The rhythmic beat of drums resonated through the air as teams gathered along the shore for a final briefing. Elder Wu stood tall among them, sharing words of encouragement steeped in tradition. He spoke passionately about teamwork and camaraderie, the very essence that defined not just their festival but also Yuan's legacy. They pushed off into the river's embrace. An exhilarating rush coursed through Lian's veins. The water sparkled like diamonds beneath them, while other boats glided alongside, each team brimming with competitive spirit, yet united by shared reverence for Qu Yuan. The signal a swift flicker across Elder Wu's hand, and they were off. The air became charged with urgency as paddles plunged into water in perfect synchrony. Each team fought fiercely against one another while cheering echoed around them. It felt like a dance between destiny and determination unfolding amidst ripples created by both competition and respect. Midway through their voyage across shimmering expanses, where sky kissed earth as if caught in suspended time, Lian sensed something extraordinary shifting within her surroundings. Waves swirled near their boat. It felt unlike anything she had encountered before, a mystical presence guiding them gently yet firmly forward. Lian glanced at Jin. He too noticed this ethereal force propelling them ahead, despite rival boats' attempts to disrupt their course with underhanded tactics born out of desperation, rather than honor for Yuan's spirit. With newfound vigor, inspired by this protective force watching over them, the river spirit They surged ahead together, every paddle stroke echoing resilience that transcended generations past into present celebrations wrapped snugly around. Hope for future tales, waiting patiently to be written upon gleaming waters, reflecting suns, setting beyond horizons whispered only within dreams. As the sun began to rise, casting golden rays upon the tranquil river, Lian awoke with a renewed sense of purpose. The day of the Dragon Boat Festival had finally arrived, and excitement thrummed in her veins like the beat of a drum. Her distant laughter echoing through the village, mingling with the soft chirping of birds heralding a new dawn. After dressing in her best attire, a vibrant dress adorned with symbols of her heritage, Lian hurried to join Jin at their dragon boat. They had spent weeks preparing for this moment, and today would be both a test of skill and a celebration of tradition. It was thick with anticipation as villagers gathered along the riverbank, their faces glowing with enthusiasm. Jin was already there, checking their oars one last time before they launched into the water. His eyes sparkled like sunlight dancing on waves as he pointed out other boats decked out in colorful ribbons and banners fluttering in the morning breeze. Lian smiled at his infectious energy. It felt good to share this journey together. They climbed aboard their dragon boat. Lian glanced around at her fellow villagers, who were equally enthusiastic. Each team would race not just for victory, but to honor Qu Yuan's spirit that lingered above them all, guiding each paddle stroke with purpose and determination. A starting horn blared across the water, signaling the beginning of the race. With synchronized movements born from countless hours of practice, Lian and Jin dug their oars into the shimmering surface as shouts and cheers erupted from friends onshore. Time seemed to slow as they moved through rippling currents. Each splash of water felt alive beneath their efforts. Midway through the race, when fatigue began to creep into their muscles, something remarkable happened. If stirred by an unseen force, gentle waves surged beside them. Whispers rustled in harmony with every stroke taken forward, while rival teams attempted underhanded tactics to gain an advantage against them. Lian's heart raced not just from exertion, but also from what she sensed near them. The river spirit was present. It flowed alongside their boat like an ethereal companion, encouraging them onward amidst challenges faced during this spirited competition. Their synchronicity grew stronger, as if bound by invisible threads woven from resilience, shared among ancestors long past who celebrated life despite adversity. Then came a moment when Lian heard Jin calling out commands filled with passion, his voice rising above others. As they pushed forward together against those trying to overtake them, using dubious means tarnishing trust built within these festivities meant solely for honoring history rather than rivalry alone. With one final surge fueled by unwavering camaraderie binding hearts together tightly, even amidst fierce competition, the finish line appeared ahead, illuminated beautifully beneath morning light shining brightly down upon every soul daring enough to partake in this age-old tradition, now unfolding once more along glistening waters, flowing gently onward toward horizons unknown, yet inviting hopeful hearts waiting patiently beyond ever-familiar shores, regardless of where they placed at day's end. Their bond deepened immeasurably through shared experiences, embraced fiercely during challenges faced head-on throughout this captivating festival, celebrating legacy rooted deeply within spirits courageous enough never forgotten amongst tides timelessly rolling forth toward eternity, holding promises, bright beneath skies sprinkled generously across cosmos, swirling ever closer toward dreams realized anew. As celebrations continued long after races, concluded laughter echoed freely surrounding delicious smells drifting upward, carrying warmth wrapped lovingly within handmade zongzi prepared earlier. Flavors bursting forth, vividly reminiscent not merely nourishment but sustenance. Given freely unto souls seeking solace found within joyful gatherings, embracing stories passed down generations, reigniting hope, lighting paths forward. Underneath starlit skies painted exquisitely above them, illuminating cherished memories. Aired collectively among friends, gathered close once more, recalling how courage intertwined forever shaped lives lived fully honoring Yuan whilst creating lasting legacies themselves. As the sun began to set, a warm glow across the riverside village, and Jin sat together on the bank, their dragon boat tied securely alongside them. The festivities were in full swing, and the air buzzed with excitement. Vibrant colors adorned every corner as families celebrated, laughter harmonizing with the gentle lapping of water. Elder Wu gathered the villagers near the shore once more, his voice rising above the cheerful commotion. He spoke of victory and defeat not being matters of triumph, but rather an opportunity for connection, a chance to remember Yuan through shared experiences. He spoke, Lian felt an overwhelming sense of unity enveloping her. It was this bond that made their community resilient against life's ebbs and flows. The river shimmered under twilight's embrace, when Elder Wu invited everyone to take part in a moment of reflection. Lanterns flickered to life around them like stars caught in time. Each villager closed their eyes briefly, each heartbeat resonating with memories both joyous and sorrowful. They remembered loved ones lost, yet found comfort in knowing they were never truly gone as long as stories lingered on lips. Opening her eyes, Lian watched as her friends Jin among them lit small paper lanterns inscribed with wishes for courage and protection during the race ahead. They released them into the current where they drifted slowly away, carrying hopes downriver like whispers seeking distant shores. Fall settling around them like a comforting blanket. Ian took a deep breath filled with anticipation tinged by nostalgia. Tomorrow would bring another chance to honor Yuan's legacy through their heartfelt rituals, embraced anew amidst challenges faced together over many seasons past. Rippling waters flowing onward toward horizons unknown. Later that evening, after sharing zongzi filled with both sweet fillings and cherished stories from May about Yuan's journey towards eternal peace, it dawned upon her how intertwined these traditions were within her very essence. Each morsel tasted of love steeped deeply inside fragrant leaves wrapped snugly, all nourishing not just bodies, but spirits too, a reminder that they carried him always within hearts, united by purpose beyond mere competition alone. Midnight approached softly cradled beneath twinkling stars. Overhead the festival atmosphere thrummed alive once more. Drums beat steadily resonating through dance, and song reflecting hopes for tomorrow's endeavors laid upon sacred. Where dreams danced tenderly, before reality unfolded gently yet resolutely against new dawns waiting patiently beyond darkened skies once again. With every fiber woven intricately into this tapestry of tradition, a blend between history beckoning forth renewal, blossoming brightly amid trials, faced hand in hand, they stood ready to navigate what lay ahead. Tomorrow would reveal itself not merely through battles fought, but rather bonds strengthened fiercely, until destiny met its embrace, cradling each soul striving for harmony intertwined forevermore, beneath vast cosmic expanses watching over them all, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft glow over the village. Lian and Jin sat together by the riverbank, their hearts still racing from the day's exhilarating dragon boat race. It was thick with laughter and stories shared among friends, echoing through the twilight as villagers celebrated their efforts. Victory or defeat had become secondary to the bonds forged during this cherished festival. Ian savored a zongzi, its warm filling bursting with flavor that reminded her of May's gentle hands crafting each parcel with care. She chewed thoughtfully. She couldn't help but reflect on what they had accomplished together. Moments of fierce competition blended seamlessly with laughter and camaraderie. It felt like a dance between memories and dreams realized. Night grew darker around them, yet lanterns floated along the river in shimmering clusters like stars released from earthly bounds. Elder Wu stood nearby, his presence radiating warmth and wisdom as he watched over his village. He looked like a guardian spirit himself, one who carried tales of Yuan deep within his heart. With gentle precision, he began to share stories of resilience, once more the tales intertwining past tragedies with present triumphs under starlit skies. Listened intently while Jin nudged her playfully. They both knew these narratives wove them closer not just to history, but also to one another. If sensing their yearning for connection, the river spirit stirred beneath the surface of glimmering waters. There was an unspoken promise in its embrace, a reminder that they were never alone in their struggles or celebrations. Whispered softly to Lian through rustling leaves overhead, each ripple held echoes of those who came before them, urging them forward into tomorrow filled with boundless possibilities. Elder Wu continued his storytelling while villagers gathered around him like moths drawn toward flickering flames. Each person hung on every word recounted about Yuan's legacy, not solely as a poet, but also as a symbol of courage against Adversity resonated deeply within Lian's heart. The lessons learned transcended mere competition. They spoke directly to her spirit. Laughter mingled with reverent silence at moments reflecting upon losses, endured alongside victories, gained the importance of remembrance wrapped gently around everyone gathered there. It became clear how vital it was for future generations to carry forth these traditions wrapped snugly within stories shared like treasured gifts, passed down through time from ancestors lovingly watching over their descendants, dancing beneath celestial canopies above. Jin leaned closer toward Lian after Elder Wu finished sharing another tale filled with hope and resilience amidst struggle. He spoke about how this festival represented not only Yuan's memory, but also served as a catalyst for personal growth instilled through connections made amongst community members celebrating life together despite trials, faced daily outside festive realms, where joy thrived brightly illuminating dark corners left untouched otherwise, tonight would arc an end, yet herald new beginnings waiting patiently beyond horizons both known and unknown, filled richly colored surprises nestled tenderly inside dreams awaiting exploration, full-heartedly embraced anew with strength found intertwined. Souls ignited by shared passion weaving tapestries, honoring legacies alive eternally under watchful gazes surrounding luminous nights, glittered beautifully across landscapes, wherein memories linger eternally inviting gentle whispers. Echoing softly into heart's willing embrace what lies ahead, finally. Midnight approached, and fireworks lit up the sky, a breathtaking tapestry woven from light Lian, found herself lost in thought about everything this day had brought forth. Turned towards Jin, beside her their friendship now fortified even further through experiences, faced united, and smiled warmly knowing they would always carry Yuan's spirit along whatever path lay ahead inviting hope ever onward. Eining brightly guiding footsteps forward toward glorious tomorrows, yet unwritten waiting patiently beneath starlit skies enveloped ever more tightly bonding together forevermore, amid whispers cradling dreams alive throughout time. As the dipped below the horizon, a warm glow over the riverside village, and Jin sat together on the bank, their dragon boat tied securely alongside them. The festivities were in full swing, and the air buzzed with excitement. Vibrant colors adorned every corner as families celebrated, laughter harmonizing with the gentle lapping of water. Elder Wu gathered the villagers near the shore once more, his voice rising above the cheerful commotion. He spoke of victory and defeat not being matters of triumph, but rather an opportunity for connection, a chance to remember Yuan through shared experiences. He spoke, Lian felt an overwhelming sense of unity enveloping her. It was this bond that made their community resilient against life's ebbs and flows. The river shimmered under twilight's embrace, when Elder Wu invited everyone to take part in a moment of reflection. Lanterns flickered to life around them like stars caught in time. Each villager closed their eyes briefly, each heartbeat resonating with memories both joyous and sorrowful. They remembered loved ones lost, yet found comfort in knowing they were never truly gone as long as stories lingered on lips. Opening her eyes, Lian watched as her friends Jin among them lit small paper lanterns inscribed with wishes for courage and protection during the race ahead. They released them into the current where they drifted slowly away, carrying hopes downriver like whispers seeking distant shores. Fall settling around them like a comforting blanket. Ian took a deep breath filled with anticipation tinged by nostalgia. Tomorrow would bring another chance to honor Yuan's legacy through their heartfelt rituals, embraced anew amidst challenges faced together over many seasons past. Rippling waters flowing onward toward horizons unknown. Later that evening, after sharing zongzi filled with both sweet fillings and cherished stories from May about Yuan's journey towards eternal peace, it dawned upon her how intertwined these traditions were within her very essence. Each morsel tasted of love steeped deeply inside fragrant leaves wrapped snugly, all nourishing not just bodies, but spirits too, a reminder that they carried him always within hearts, united by purpose beyond mere competition alone. Midnight approached softly cradled beneath twinkling stars. Overhead the festival atmosphere thrummed alive once more. Drums beat steadily resonating through dance, and song reflecting hopes for tomorrow's endeavors laid upon sacred. Where dreams danced tenderly, before reality unfolded gently yet resolutely against new dawns, waiting patiently beyond darkened skies once again. With every fiber woven intricately into this tapestry of tradition, a blend between history beckoning forth renewal. Blossoming brightly amid trials, faced hand in hand, they stood ready to navigate what lay ahead. Tomorrow would reveal itself not merely through battles fought, but rather bonds strengthened fiercely, until destiny met its embrace, cradling each soul, striving for harmony, intertwined forevermore, beneath vast cosmic expanses watching over them all. The evening deepened, and the stars began to twinkle in the vast sky. Lian found herself reflecting on the day's events. The Dragon Boat Festival had not just been a celebration of Yuan's legacy, but also a tapestry of shared experiences woven from moments of laughter, competition, and camaraderie. With her friends gathered around her by the riverbank, each smile and every story echoed softly in her heart, creating an unbreakable bond among them. Flickering lanterns floated gently down the river, casting their golden glow across the water's surface. Ian watched as they danced upon the currents, tiny vessels carrying hopes and wishes toward distant shores. Each light represented a whisper of remembrance for those who had come before them. It was both a farewell and an invitation to continue celebrating life together. Elder Wu's voice carried through the night air once more, resonating with wisdom that transcended generations. He spoke not only of Yuan's courage, but also about resilience, the strength found in unity when faced with adversity. Ian felt those words wrap around her like a warm embrace. They reminded her that every challenge could be transformed into an opportunity for growth. He shared tales filled with bravery. Lian couldn't help but think back to her own journey throughout this festival. The race against rival teams felt like merely one chapter, in a larger story unfolding beneath starlit skies. He exchanged glances with Jin. Their smiles reflected understanding, a silent acknowledgement of how far they had come together. He joined them shortly after returning from distributing zongzi to fellow villagers, her face radiant with joy at seeing everyone gathered so happily. He settled beside Lian, reaching for another sticky rice parcel wrapped snugly in bamboo leaves. They savored each bite together under twinkling stars. Flavors burst forth, a taste steeped not only in tradition, but also rich memories of their shared endeavors throughout preparation, leading up to this very moment. That shared silence filled with contentment came memories, whispered softly between friends. Stories recounted during twilight rituals by Elder Wu, or playful banter exchanged during dragon boat practice days leading up to today's exhilaration, mixed seamlessly alongside hope, projected brightly into futures yet unwritten. With every firework that lit up the dark canvas overhead, colors exploding vibrantly against ethereal backgrounds, it painted reminders all too clear within hearts. These fleeting moments were never truly lost. Rather, they would echo eternally through time as long as spirits remained intertwined within traditions, celebrated fervently year after year. Amongst laughter mingling harmoniously, while firing sparks splintered off into shimmering trails above Lian, reflected on how crucial it was for future generations not just remember Yuan's legacy, but actively engage within its spirit. Cultivated deeply through connections made amongst community members striving hand in hand towards brighter tomorrows, resting beneath protective gazes, welcoming dreams alive amidst nightfall, serenading hopes, anew evermore flowing gently. Onward. And so there they sat, friends encircled by love-filled whispers, caressing them tenderly throughout dusk, gathering warmth, igniting passion, wrapped snugly around purpose, patiently waiting ahead, beckoning journeys, further revealing mysteries hidden beyond horizons known, yet inviting exploration, confidently embraced, welcomed, fiercely deeper, still illuminating pathways, bright guiding footsteps, forward entwined, eternally drawing strength from bonds forged firmly rooted forevermore.